Andrew Tate, a former professional kickboxer turned entrepreneur and social media personality, has gained both admiration and criticism for his views on success, mindset, and lifestyle. While some individuals find inspiration in his content, concerns have been raised about the potential negative impact he may have on the well-being of both men and women who closely follow him. Promotion of unrealistic expectations. Tate often underscores the importance of financial success and material possessions as indicators of a fulfilling life. Critics argue that this focus on external markers of success may contribute to unrealistic expectations, potentially causing anxiety and dissatisfaction among his audience. Questionable mental health advice. Tate has shared opinions on mental health, advocating a tough love approach. Critics suggest that his views on mental health may oversimplify complex issues, potentially discouraging individuals from seeking professional help when needed. Controversial statements and attitude. Tate has been known for making controversial statements on various topics, including relationships and gender dynamics. Critics argue that some of his views may perpetuate harmful stereotypes and contribute to a toxic environment, especially concerning both men's and women's mental and emotional well-being. Misogynistic comments. Tate has faced criticism for comments perceived as misogynistic. This includes expressing views on traditional gender roles, suggesting women should be submissive, and making remarks that some interpret as body shaming. These comments have been cited as contributing to the perpetuation of gender stereotypes and harmful beauty standards. Double standards in relationships. Tate has been accused of promoting double standards in relationships by endorsing different behaviors for men and women. Critics argue that this reinforces traditional gender norms and undermines the principles of gender equality. Commercialization of self-help. Andrew Tate offers paid courses and mentorship programs that promise success in various aspects of life. While some participants may find value in these programs, skeptics argue that the commodification of self-help advice raises ethical concerns about exploiting vulnerable individuals seeking guidance. Andrew Tate has been criticized for expressing views that some perceive as promoting double standards and talking down to women. It's crucial to note that interpretations may vary, and individuals may have different perspectives on his statements. Here are a couple of instances where Tate has faced criticism for such comments.
I'm not guilty.
No, but
it's a matrix attack.
I want to be clear to you, I'm not preempting your guilt. I've come here with a completely open mind. You've been charged with serious offences, but I am not going to judge you because I'm not a judge and this is not a courtroom, right? But it's interesting to me that one of the biggest charges against you is that you're a misogynist. And you've always said, I'm not a misogynist. And then the last time I interviewed you, you said, well, I may have said some things that may have been misconstrued. But even in the last week, you've tweeted some stuff, which I'm not even sure if you're aware as you tweet this stuff, how it sounds.
Read it.
Okay, let's read. This is quite a long one.
Sure.
But I think it's important to read it to get a sense of how you view women.
Absolutely.
Any woman I date does not have a job. Okay, so the woman you're with doesn't have a job.
No.
Okay. Do you date other women?
Sometimes.
And your partner's fine with that?
Obviously.
Yeah? And you're fine with that?
Why wouldn't I be?
Well, you think it's fine to be dating other women when you have a mother
I
and
think
a
we're
kid?
consenting adults and everybody can make their own personal decisions.
Okay, fair enough. Why would I be working so hard, you say, to have hundreds of millions for my woman to waste her life in slaved pennies? No. I will give you a life you can never ever afford. Private jets, 5-star hotels, new cars, endless spending money and diamonds. You will be rich because you're praying for me every day and protecting my spirit. I work in the physical world, she works in the spirit realm. Women shouldn't have to work because being a good partner is a full-time job for a woman. She has to look good. All the beauty treatments are time intensive. Not about money, it takes a lot of time. She has to train every day and stay in fantastic shape. Shop to look amazing next to me. I know there are some men who do 100 times more than this on a daily basis, but women are not as organized as men, and achieving anything significant causes them huge amounts of stress.
Yeah.
They need to have huge sections of their day empty to waste, or they will have a mental breakdown.
True.
And do you want a woman who's stressed and angry after the commute, unshaven and exhausted? Or do you want a Barbie doll who's always smiling and saying thank you because she did her nails and bought you Prada that day? As a man, unless you're a loser, you're already filthy rich, right? You can get endless sex anyway. Girls are easy. So what can a girl give you? Happiness, vibes, always smiling. Take the edge off a stressful life. Can she always be happy if she's been working all day? No. just to wake up at 11, gym till 1, one appointment and some shopping, dressed beautiful by 7 p.m. for you to finish working and tell you how strong you are. No matter how pissed off you are, just to always be laughing and smiling and writing little notes about how you're perfect, and just to be playful and funny. She can't do that if she has a job. So your job is being my girlfriend, and now you're a millionaire. Congratulations. Behave and aim for the promotion to wife. The reason I read all that in detail was, I don't think you understand quite how that comes over, because I think that is the purest definition of misogyny I've probably ever read.
Well, I don't think you
Establish your brain is unique.
Correct.
You tweeted a picture of Amanda Holden, very good friend of mine. It's a very harmless picture. She's in a bikini on holiday under a rain shower, looking extraordinarily beautiful.
in a sexual pose.
And you tweeted, "You are a wife and a mother and you're far past a teenager. There's no need for this post."
Agreed.
Again, it's just misogynist to say that.
It's not
Why
misogynistic.
can't a woman of her age, she's just turned 50, why can't a woman of that age actually show off her beautiful body in a nice bikini like that? What's wrong with that?
You can call me crazy. You can call me misogynistic, but I think once you reach the ripe age of 50, any woman should not be interested in thirst trapping on Instagram. I think she has bigger responsibilities. I'm sure she's a very intelligent lady and she's done amazing things. She's famous. She's obviously very capable. And I think she could do things more interesting than standing around trying to thirst trap on Instagram like she's 18.
Because
I think she's above it. I wasn't insulting her. I was reminding her that she's actually such a fantastic person. She's done such amazing things in her life and she's so achieved that she's actually above thirst trapping. I was reminding her of her worth because as a feminist, we're all feminists here, right? We all believe in women empowerment. I'm reminding her of her worth.
Are you a feminist?
Sure.
Well, you're not though, are you?
I believe in feminine empowerment, and I think feminine empowerment is in... Yes, I do. And feminine empowerment is in modesty. Modesty is empowering for females.
You only believe in
taking your clothes off for men on Instagram is not empowering. It's empowering when you say, no man but my husband can see my body. That is female empowerment. And I was reminding her of that. I was reminding her of her ripe age and her intellect. And there is no need for that.
How old are you now?
I am 36.
36 years old.
Correct.
At what point will your antics, chugging your cigars in your ripped body, in your compound with your security and your Bugattis, at what age does that become a thirst trap?
I don't know if that ever stops being a thirst trap. Because
So it's fine for you. Once again, one rule for the man, another rule for the woman.
Well, it's interesting.
Views on women's roles. Tate has made statements suggesting that women should prioritize traditional roles, including being submissive to men. Critics argue that this perspective reinforces gender stereotypes and undermines the principles of gender equality. Double standards in relationships. In discussions about relationships, Tate has been accused of promoting double standards by endorsing behaviors for men that he discourages for women. This includes endorsing a more assertive approach for men while advising women to be more passive or accommodating, reinforcing traditional gender norms. It's important to approach discussions about public figures with an understanding that opinions may differ. While some may find fault in Andrew Tate's statements regarding gender dynamics, others may interpret them differently or view them within the context of his motivational messaging. It's important to note that interpretations of comments as misogynistic may vary among individuals. Andrew Tate, a former kickboxing champion and social media personality, has been criticized for expressing views that some people find controversial. Here are a few examples of statements attributed to him that have sparked criticism. Comments on relationships. Tate has made statements suggesting traditional gender roles in relationships, implying that men should be dominant and women submissive. Critics argue that such views perpetuate outdated stereotypes and may be perceived as demeaning to women. Body shaming. On occasion, Tate has been accused of body shaming by making comments about women's appearances. Critics argue that such remarks contribute to a culture that places undue emphasis on physical appearance and reinforces harmful beauty standards. Views on emotions. Andrew Tate has expressed opinions about emotions, often promoting the idea that men should be less emotional and more stoic. Critics argue that this stance contributes to toxic masculinity by discouraging men from embracing vulnerability and expressing their feelings. It's essential to approach discussions about public figures with a nuanced perspective, acknowledging that people may interpret statements differently. While some may find fault in certain comments made by Andrew Tate, others may view them as expressions of personal opinions or motivational messages. Personally, I don't think Andrew Tate is a net positive for society, and he has set women back too, after we've done so much work to dismantle the patriarchy. He's also still under house arrest for human trafficking women, and has numerous claims of sexual assault against him. Despite this, his fans are more brainwashed than ever, and still deflect and find excuses for his comments and behavior. I can't see how this is good for society, but that's just me. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Hit that like button and subscribe for more content promoting an equal and fair society for women. See you in the next video.